Now I tried to clear this up and go up on BTS's panel, and I got Wendy over there talking about something that's creepy, and BTS and Amanda's saying, "Well, if something happens, we know who to look to." Let me tell you something. Me and Marianne chat and text all the time. That's how I talk to her because I don't want to tarnish her friendships with anybody else. So we talk to each other in text. Okay. When I saw that video that she put out, I reached out to her as a friend and said, "Hey, you might want to consider that video because it shows your street name on that sign." All right. And I never knew her address. I talked to her for the longest time. Never knew her address. Right. Okay. And I looked up and I saw the street sign with the street. She took the video down now. I saw the street sign. So I looked it up. And I'm gonna, since she didn't come to me to call me with this, and BTS wouldn't let me on her panel, I guess I'm gonna have to share these texts because my intention was to look out for one of my friends, and just so she didn't thought that I was ifing or guessing or whatever, because she tried to deny it to me just a minute ago when I was texting her. That's not the right address. Yes, it is. How do you think I got pictures of the inside of her house? I was talking to her privately about it. I didn't bring it to the community. Okay. I was saying, hey, you might want to reconsider that video because it shows your street address. And if I can look it up and find it in 5 minutes, then anybody else can. And that was my point. I even said any idiot can find it. But instead of talking to me about it, she wants to go to BTS, who is not rational whatsoever. They do not want to let me up on panel to discuss it. And Wendy want to talk about something that's creepy. You know what's creepy, Wendy, is when you have a Christian on here and you call him Satan. That's what's creepy. Okay? You want to talk about you don't fat shame, you don't body shame, and you don't insult people that way, but then you call somebody creepy for looking at their friend. It says Marianne. Everybody knows your name. It says Marianne. When people stop calling you Marianne, I'll take it out of the title. Now, you have no reason for me to think that I would be threatening you in any way, shape, or form. You took that as a threat. Instead of responding to me, you go over to BTS, who isn't reasonable, who sits on panels with people who do come by somebody's house. Okay? I did that only to show you how easily it'd be for anybody to find you, to warn you that you can see the street in the street corner of your house. I've known you for almost a couple years now. I never knew your address. I never cared. Everybody calls you Marianne. Marianne, come on. Now your name Marianne in the title is something wrong with it. I just told you I was going live. I just told you 2 minutes ago when I texted you. If you think that I'm one of these people that's going to threaten you, it freaked you out. How does that freak you out? Look, I'm going to show the text because I'm not going to listen to this. I said you might want to reconsider that video because it shows the street and the crossing on your address, and any idiot can find it. And then I wanted to show her how fast it can be found. Okay? Then you tried to deny to me that it wasn't the right address. I don't care about your address. I brought it to you privately. I came to talk to you privately about it because I know how worried you are about getting doxxed. I know how it freaks you out about getting doxxed. You even removed yourself from here because people were doxing you. So I said to you, you might want to look at that street sign. So if you took it wrong, then you just took it wrong. You're starting to believe all these other people that I'm not loyal to people. Okay? The BTS goes bring it up when she sits with people who actually do come by people's houses and take pictures. Oh, yeah. I'm good, tyrannical. Now, how would I know that freaked you out, Hello Starlight, if you didn't text me back? You went right to BTS, who isn't reasonable at all. She stands up for somebody that actually does offer to pay money to come to somebody's house, that actually does come by and take pictures, that actually did try to get you to call the police on Ben Ashworth, that actually did call to threaten some elderly people in my name. I didn't see it. Let's see. I'm looking at the text right now. You texted me back. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at these texts right now. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna look at the last text. Okay. Yeah, she texted me back. I said I like how that dining room ceiling was with that ceiling fan. Sharp, laughing out loud. Right. Okay. I want to show you how easy somebody can look your house up, so you knew that I was looking your house up. You have a very distinct dining room, and then you said your response to me trying to help you out is, "What the fuck, Bryan? You're sick." How am I sick? It starts out like this. So you ignore every other text where your friend FOD threatened to call CPS on me the other day, and I put a video up on that, and I say, well, here's your buddy. You ignored that. It says, this is what I sent to you. Girl, you can see that street sign in your video. Then I named the street and the block. So anyone who can do a quick Google search with that address, blah, 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 and I showed you how it was done. It narrows right down to your house. I said the address. It says you also blurred out the house behind you a bit, so, but you can still see it. Blah, blah, blah. I said, anyone with any skill can figure it out. I never knew your address till that video. Just saying. That's what I sent to you. I was warning you. And then I actually said, it doesn't really matter because you must have gave it to Laura to get that candle, so now everyone will know it. That's what I said. And then I was showing you that I said some things right here that show you that I got the right house. And then I showed you the house across the street. Right? She goes, oh, you're looking at people's neighbors' houses. Oh, my God, that's sick of you. No, I was letting you know that I had it right. Okay? It says that house across so-and-so street with the caged-in carport and the loft up top is nice. All right? I wanted because it's a very distinct house. It's right across the road from you. And then I said, I like how that dining room ceiling is with the ceiling fan. That's sharp. Ha, ha, ha. And I get, you're sick for that. I was trying to warn you that anybody could look it up. And you know, come on, man. You people are so full of drama. And it says right here, Marianne, I was just warning you to see how easy it is to find your house number, and I didn't get it wrong. That's exactly what it says. It's not cool to warn you. Maybe I thought you didn't realize that the street name was right behind you. That's what I was trying to do. And see, you're so in tune with these other people that think I'm such a bad person that you don't realize I'm just a friend that was texting you privately. So you would realize that you put that street name in there. That's ridiculous, Marianne. You have my phone number. You could have called me instead of taking it over to like BTS. Think of who she sits with. Somebody that does come by people's houses and doxes. Think of who she sits with. And you're going to take that to her. You could have took that to me. You said the other day on panel, Bryan is my friend. And I have been respectful enough to keep it to where if I talk to you, we do it behind the scenes so it doesn't mess with your YouTube platform. I've always told you, I just want you to be happy, and that YouTube seems to make you happy no matter which way you're going. So I haven't come at you, haven't insulted you. I've spoke my opinion, and I've stayed away from your channel, right? And I don't go talking about you so much, right? I just want you to be happy, whatever you're doing. You're my friend. You know what? I have no idea why you would take that straight over to your haters. Now, when I sent you the other day and showed you the screenshot of where FOD came in her fake name and threatened to call CPS on me, you didn't take that to BTS, did you? And then they want to sit up there and talk about me and talk about how weird I am, right? Well, they can think all they want to. I was looking out for you. And why are you sharing my private text to you with someone else? Isn't that a form of doxing? If we all want to be so technical around here, isn't that a form of doxing? I took this to you privately, Marianne. There's nothing intimidating in my text at all. None. Unless you believe like these other fools do that I'm some kind of creepy person. I've never been creepy to you. As a matter of fact, when you did get swatted by somebody, I was the one on there teared up with you too. I wanted to talk to the police too. I was there. They weren't. None of these people were around. And now you hang with people like that. If anything happens, we're going to know right where to go. What a stupid statement, Amanda. What a stupid statement. I would never do anything to harm Marianne. Just because you guys got her sucked in to this bull crap, I would never. I don't even talk badly about her. And then finally, she just texts me at 1:09 and says, I edited the video. That was the point in the first place. Why would I show the inside of the house? Because I wanted her to know that I had it. She was even trying to tell me that was the wrong address after I already had it. I know the address. By the way, you got the wrong address. No, I don't. I saw the address, and that's why I was showing her. You guys think I would do something to Marianne? You're stupid. I don't even talk badly about her, even when she's come at me. When I had Rev up on panel, because I was trying to talk some sense into Rev. Oh, I see manipulation there. I didn't go back at her for that. I'm not ever going to go back at Marianne. Marianne gets a pass. I can say what I think, but I'm not going to be rude to her. I'm not. It's not going to happen. I think some apologies are in order is what it is. And she says, okay, Bryan, fine. I wish you wouldn't draw more attention to me. Well, tell your friends BTS who got up on their panel talk about how weird I am because you went over there and ran, oh my God, Bryan's doing this and Bryan's doing that. I don't like what's going on in this community. You want to share text? We can do that. Too many people go real life and I don't need people coming at me. Well, then tell your buddies, you shouldn't have shared it with them. It was between me and you. You're the one that brought it to the community. You're the one that brought it to the community, not me. I was talking to you and only you. Anything else? I wish you wouldn't draw more attention to me from Marianne. I can just see, oh my God, Bryan texted me and he showed me he knows my address and he showed the pictures of the inside of my house. I showed her the website I got it from too. And she showed me this and oh my God. I wish you wouldn't draw more attention to me. You did it yourself, not me. That was between me and you. That was between me and you, period. You're the one that brought it, them idiots. Those people are idiots, okay? They're looking for any reason they can to make Bryan look bad. Oh, Wendy, I thought it was kind of creepy. I thought it was kind of creepy. Well, getting a refrigerator from somebody that's getting money from St. Jude's is kind of creepy too. Calling somebody that's a faithful Christian Satan is creepy, Wendy. How are you going to hit on somebody's faith? No, it's not creepy when you're looking out for a friend. I can't help it she can't interpret a text. Maybe I should have called her instead. But just before that, though, just before these texts, though, I showed her a screenshot where FOD came in, threatened to call CPS on me, and didn't get a response. Didn't get a response about that. Didn't send that over to BTS, did you? I'm going to tell you what, Marianne. You won't hear from me ever again. You won't hear from me ever again. I got faith in you. You're not like these idiots that you hang out with. You're not. Well, since she shared these texts with BTS, I'm going to put these texts out. There's nothing in there that was threatening or intimidating at all. There was no ha ha ha, I know where you live. That was me showing her exactly where her house is because she put that sign up. She put that video up and she made sure to block out the license plate on her car. She made to block out the identifying house that was behind her. She made sure to block all the other stuff out, but she failed to block out the stop sign that's got the street name and the cross street that you can find it anywhere. And you don't even have to know the city she lives in for that. Right? So I texted her to let her know that's what she's done as a friend. I still talk to BRYAN behind the scenes. People know that. She was just up on the panel the other day when they were trashing me, going, hey, he's my friend. You know, cut it out. And for these trailer park girls, you want to call me a trailer park person? You guys have houses over there, BTS. And Mandolin. And your trailer park girls. You guys just want to hate. That's all it is. And you sucked a good person into it, like BRYAN. That's what you've done. BTS, where's your video about FOD threatening to call CPS on me again? Where's that at? Wendy, is that creepy? That your friend FOD, that your buddy Randy's sleeping with or whatever it is she's doing, that's got a love affair, is that creepy? Call CPS on people because you get butt hurt? Is that what it is? You're creepy, Wendy. Attack somebody's faith like that. That's creepiness. I can't believe the audacity of you, BRYAN. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a clip of these texts. They do not have BRYAN's phone number in it. And once I make a clip of these texts and I put them up, how are you going to call me you're sick? You're so damn paranoid. You hang around with the worst people on YouTube. I'm going to make a clip of this and I'm going to show you that I put up I sent her the other day. I sent her the screenshot where FOD said CPS is on the way. And I texted her there, here's your buddy. And she ignored that. She ignored that. And we know that's BTS. All right, we know that's full-on drama. And I'm going to read it off again one time. Here's the text I sent her tonight. Girl, you can see that street sign in your video. And then I said the street. And then I said the block. So anyone who can do a quick Google search for that cross-section, I can't say what I said, for that cross-section in your state, I can't say that either. Yes, just your state. It narrows down right to your house. And then I said the address. You also blurred out the house behind you a bit, but you can still see it on Google Maps. If you go to Google on your street, the pic is from a certain time. But if you go to that cross street, it shows your house. Anyone with any skill can figure that out. I never knew your address till that video, just saying. I don't know what's threatening about that. Tell me. Tell me how you would be livid by that. What makes somebody livid by that? And then I really did. I said, it doesn't really matter because you must have gave it to Laura to get that candle, so now everyone will know it. I was warning her because I saw that she took the time to edit out her plate number and to edit out the house behind her, but she failed to edit out the sign with the cross street on it. That's how I've doxed people in the past, and she knows it. She knows it. That's how I when I spread Marky Mark's address around behind the scenes, everybody had Marky Mark. It's because he went out to his mailbox, which had the number on it. Then when he went back in the house, I got the cross street. I didn't dox him, but I gave it to people behind the scenes because they thought he was a creepy troll, and I was trying to warn her. And then I wanted to show her, yeah, hey, I know. I said someone lived in it for so and so, blah blah blah. And then once you have someone's address, you can look at the inside of it. I know the price of it and everything. And I was trying to tell her that. She's still sitting there telling me that's not the right address, even after I showed her the inside of the house. She's trying to deny that to me. You people are ridiculous, man. So I'm going to put these texts out tomorrow. Since she shared it with BTS, when you text somebody privately and they share it with someone else, that's a form of doxing, right? Trying to look out for you, man. Look, matter of fact, I got all kinds of texts in here from Marianne over the last couple months. If we want to share a text, we can do that. You want to share a text about how you were really interested in finding out who FOD was? Can we do that? BTS has no reason reading any text from me to you. None. None. Those women over there are not going to like me no matter what I do. But you have the nerve to tell me that I wish you wouldn't draw more attention to me. Really, Marianne. Carla, have you ever slept? Did you ever get any sleep? I tell you what, Lady Beekeeper, when I was going after everybody hard, and when they say, "Hey Bryan, can you do this for me? Hey Bryan, can you look this up for me? Hey Bryan, will you go at this person for me?" And I did it. Oh, they love me too. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not going to tell you, "Oh, doxing is bad," and then go dox somebody or sit with somebody that doxes. I'm not going to tell you, "Well, you shouldn't fat shame, and you shouldn't do this, and you shouldn't do this," and then face shame somebody. There's Colt 49ers. I didn't see any stalker doing that, buddy. And when he got the nerve to say, "That's creepy." No, it's not creepy to warn your friend of something. When you see that she's blurring things out and she forgot to blur out something else. I was talking to her, not anybody else. I was talking to her privately. I don't know why I even waste my time with you people. Now I halfway wish I didn't put it. Now I halfway wish I didn't even text her. If somebody doxes her, if she runs her mouth to the wrong person and they dox her because she left her street sign up, then it's her problem, not mine. Ridiculous, man. What's up, Juan Gabriel? Of course you're not going to do this because you look silly right now, Marianne. And look, she came right here with "Please take my name out of the title." Everybody knows your name is Marianne. Are you going to be? Are you petty like these ones now? These other ones now? And then BTS got nerve to sit over and talk about me, but when I asked for a link, she wasn't going to bring me up. Amanda Lynn's got no dog in my fight. I ain't never done nothing to that girl. Never. Oh yeah, Bryan, why don't you suck a dick, Bryan? That's what she said to me. Sticking up for 180. I ain't never did anything to Amanda Lynn. She just gonna follow on that hate train with the rest of them. Yeah, and I went and saw that. I saw that. Well, I saw that she ran over Laura's candle. Yeah, and the thing is, Laura don't care because she got her money for that. But it's weird, because they all went over. They was all love bombing Laura, joining her membership and everything else, and they was all over there. And now and it didn't even last a month, and Laura's still standing strong. Like I said, Laura's outwitted them as far as the drama community. And the only thing I think the meanest thing I said about Hello Starlight was, well, You guys, as far as Laura goes, you dogged her for a couple years straight, dogged her, and then you all went over there joining memberships. If you can't beat them, then join them. I think that's the meanest thing I said about her. I'm not going to say anything mean about her. I've told you guys that in the Discord, the ones that I talk to all the time. I will not go at BRYAN for nothing, anything. Because I remember what it's like to sit on her panel. I was hosting on her panel when somebody did swat her. And then I have to listen to some fake swatter tell everybody that she got swatted when she didn't, TNT. Hi, Dana. I do appreciate the fact that BTS did unblock me. But I wanted to come up on panel and clear it up. I didn't know Marianne was having a bad day because she didn't text me and say she was having a bad day. Matter of fact, I'm going to take. I can't even share these texts. I can't share these texts because it does say the number of her house. Well, I did see them. I did BTS. I did see them texts. I did see them. You can see a text of me telling Marianne, girl, I love you. You're the sweetest thing ever. I hope that your life is great, and I just want you to be happy. And you say, oh, he's threatening you. BTS, you can see videos. It don't matter what I do, you're going to say it. And Wendy, you can keep your little offhanded comments off of me. I don't bother you. That's creepy. You know what's creepy, Wendy? When you do a whole panel about a man calling a female the C word, but then just a year later, you got a man up there in a thong dancing around saying the C word over and over and over again. You didn't end your life. That's creepy. That's kind of creepy too. Hypocrisy is creepy. And that's one thing about me is I'm not a hypocrite. You guys are hypocrites. I don't care about the St. Jude's. I don't care, but you guys are do as I say, not as I do type of people. And I used to have a lot of respect for you and Diane until do you realize that when you did that panel, when you guys did that panel, because I called Laura the C word after she'd been coming at me, right? And me and Laura are on a different level now. But I called Laura that. You have 5 different guys up there about how it is for a man to call a woman a C word. Do you realize that every one of them, except for Sean the Brit, has done that since then? Hypocrites. I used to have mad respect for Wendy. I used to think that Wendy had to tolerate a lot of crap from Diane to be her friend. But if you go to think about things, oh, you should never go real life, and the doxing is wrong. And then she's going to text Molly Golightly and say, I want Jasmina's information. After she doxed the hell out of it, went real life on Molly, her vacation. Put videos up of her vacation to try and get at her over like $9. That is going real life. When you take somebody's vacation, no matter what they did on it, maybe the police stuff, maybe I can understand. But you got video surveillance from inside the club she was at. And she was obviously drunk. Okay, because that's what you do in New Orleans. Falling down. She literally fell down. Drunk. But no, don't go real life. It's so wrong to go real life. And then people saying, well, you don't go after people's jobs. You went after my job. You went after my job. You guys have been going on and on about Molly being a fake life coach for the longest time. That's why she says what she says. She don't care. You guys have done it. Carl needs a cigarette. I'm so disgusted with the fact that Hello Starlight thought that I was being threatening to her in any way. The people that I talk to in Discord, they know that I won't go after Hello Starlight. I've said it. I would never even insult her, even if I'm boiling mad at her right now. Because I never thought that I would see the day that somebody with as much intelligence and couth and character as Marianne would end up being like those so-and-sos over there. Just as bad as those low self-esteem having, hating, screaming, hollering women. Pardon my French, Lord, that probably ain't seen a dick in about 3 years over there. That's what the problem is. No, you know, it doesn't make me mad, Marianne, that you took my text wrong. What makes me upset is that you took it to somebody that I consider as a drama stirring idiot. And not me. You are not like those people over there, but the longer you sit over there with them, the more you become like them. You are in a better class than Mandolin and BTS. And you know it. I could go join the Vienna Boys Choir and become the Pope, and BTS will find something bad to say about me. That's what she does. She white knights for one of the worst people on YouTube. Remember TNT calling you and saying, "Oh, I think you better call the police over to Ben's house. My husband's on the way over to kill him." Remember that? Try to get you to swat Ben's house. Come by here taking pictures and act as if she did it because I went by her house. Well, I put that video up, didn't I? What, are you so slow? It takes you 4 years to come around? You've been coming here every weekend. I think some people need to not worry about their YouTube channel and start worrying about their freaking marriage. You can believe this, hello, Starlight. After this live, I can't show the text because it doxes you. After this live, you will not hear from me again, period. And you can take that to the bank. Somebody block her, please. Done. Whoever's got a wrench, block her off my channel, please. And now I'm going in here. I can't validate myself because it shows her address on here. Okay. But what I can do is, yeah, it really makes me upset though. Another thing that makes me mad is I showed that clip, that screenshot of her buddy that she sits up there with and she holds a wrench for, FOD, threatening to call CPS on me again. And I said, "Here's your buddy." I sent that to her Thursday of last week and didn't get a response. Didn't get a response at all. I've got texts that go back for a couple years. Actually, I've got some very damaging texts. I still consider you a friend, even if you don't. No, I never said this. This was the 8th of January. I still consider you a friend, even if you don't. And my response, I'm not going to read this other part because it's damaging to her. But I said, you just sit with those who do. I'm blocked from your channel. I don't laugh it up with Oni. If I were to see him, I would bust him in his lip for what he did to you. When I brought Rev on my panel, you said, "See, I see manipulation." You laughed with TNT, who has terrorized my family and talks to Rel every day. Even the truth, back away from people who were going real life on me. You flocked right towards them. And I've said, what is it with old people? I said, I mentioned her father's age because she said it, and I mentioned her mother's age because she said it. They're the same age. It's very disrespectful to mock someone. And then she goes, you're not blocked on my channel. I have no problem with old people, but I do have a problem with so-and-so and so-and-so. She seems to think we was arguing. I'm not going to read any more of this, but I'm telling you guys, we talk in private. She has no reason to think that I'm threatening her. None. There's no indication in months of text here that I would be threatening towards her. None. I just wanted her to know that anybody with that video can find out as much as I did in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. And it was to be private, and it was to be between her and I, not between her and I and a bunch of idiots that'll never have nothing nice to say about me. Ridiculous. All right. She's blocked from my phone, too. Never again, Marianne, will you hear from me. No. I've said on here that Marianne and I talk in private because I do not want to. I don't want to go into. I don't want to be talking to her or about her publicly, because if that's where she wants to sit in that crowd that she sits with, and that makes her happy, she's my friend. I want her to be happy. I've told her this privately on the phone and in text. Girl, I just want you to be happy. I remember when Marianne made her first little video here, bashing on Molly Golightly, and it was funny, and we were friends, and we used to have a lot of fun together, talking and having fun, with some of the other people, Retria and all that. We used to have a blast on here. I used to look forward to coming in and hanging out with people that I thought were nice, good people that weren't dragging someone, except for Laura, and Laura can handle it. But I always thought of her as a friend. When she had issues, I was there, and she'd come for me a couple times. She was there. But then I listened to her say things like when she talked to Rel that one day, nice to meet you, Rel. That kind of sinks in a little bit. At least BTS had enough good boot about her to kick him off his panel. He knows he didn't come after her, though. That's Trish's friend. And then when I saw that Marianne was hanging out with Full On Drama after all this stuff that we had, with the kids over here, I asked her, I said, how could you do that? I didn't say don't go over there. I just said, how could you do that? And she said to me, I have no excuse. I just find her entertaining and funny. And I said, well, our kids don't think she's funny. I feel the same way about some of those people that used to be my friends hanging out with FOD as Marianne would feel if I brought it up here and chopped it up with Oni. Same difference. I tell you what, though, if I was to see Oni today, let's say he's here in Dayton, and I saw Oni today with no hesitation when I walked up to him and smacked him right in the mouth for what he did to Marianne. That's what he gets. She's got children over there. And I was on her panel, and I listened to her at the door cry. And her kids were there with her. And then you got that idiot over there, Mandy Lynn. If something happens to her house, we're going to know who it is. You're an idiot. You are an idiot. There's nothing Marianne can make me. I don't hang with people like that. You do. You hold wrenches with people that call CPS on people. You do that. You hang out with people that come by people's houses and take pictures and threaten to pay somebody to knock on the door. You guys do that crap, not me. You guys are everything that you accused me of. You guys are everything that you accused me of. And I happen to think that Marianne's not one of them. She's got a little more couth than you guys do. And see, my thing is I can say how I feel about these people on here, and I have no hate for any of them. I forgive every one of them. I kind of like the banner with me and BTS. I think it's friendly and funny. But do I think she can be an idiot? Yes. Do I think that there's nothing that I can do to make her say, you know what, Bryan, I might have been wrong about that? There's nothing, because she's following the crowd. She's following the crowd. And I've gotten more hate. See, look, people used to come at me because I had some bad behavior on here. I would come back at people twice as hard as they came at me because I didn't want them coming back at me again. I wanted them to think twice, right? So now that I've changed that behavior, right? I've changed that behavior, which is what they were trying to get me to do in the first place. Bryan, you need to stop doing that. Now stop doing it. And along the way, I find I have a spiritual awakening. And these people want to attack my faith. These people want to do the same things that they said I shouldn't be doing, and sit and collaborate with people who do that. Hypocrites. We used to think it was Laura and Makeup Mobster that were the hypocrites. But now look at you. Now look at you. Laura's still standing strong. It's nice to be able to have a conversation with her today. She's not weak-minded. She can still kiss my grits, but she's not weak-minded. If I had my way, I would make amends with each and every person, right? Because I have empathy for people. Even when I was on here dragging somebody's ass up and down and doing a good job of it, I would log off here and I wouldn't feel good about it. But then I had people that would encourage me to continue to do that. And when I stopped doing that, they started to back off. And when I had people attacking me, they flocked to the people that were involved in it. So God and YouTube taught me a lot about people, and a lot about fakeness, and a lot about hypocrisy. That's what it took. I tell you what, I have never been insulted and dragged and talked down to in all my life until I started going live on YouTube. If you people knew me outside of here, you would not think none of these things about me. None of them. People sit behind this screen and they think of their own insecurities and their own life and their own low self-esteem. And that's why they want to come on here and take the finger off themselves and put it on somebody else. For that moment while they're doing it, they get instant gratification. They feel good about themselves. And while they're going, blah, 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 they got a little bunch of cheerleaders going, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, do that. When the bigger picture is that people should be good to each other. People should be loyal. I'm a loyal friend. And what I did tonight by messaging her with that, I was being loyal to her. And the disloyalty is she took it to one of my haters and read off my private text to her. Just like one of them. Marianne has now been inducted into that club fully. I will never text her again. Never. Never again. Even if I know something that's detrimental to her, I'm not going to tell her. And people do tell me stuff still like they used to. My following is more in emails and text and phone calls than it is on these comments on these lives, and you can believe that. I surrender, man. When Marianne, her computer broke down, and we all wanted to be able to talk to her every day. I was like one of the first ones to say, "Hey, let's start a PayPal for her." Boom, boom, boom. She got a new computer, no problem. Ridiculous. It's funny that the people that I thought were good, because I used to think Diane and Wendy were good. I used to think that they were. I have actually said on lives before when I had K Smalls on here, Diane, Vinny G one night, a couple other big hitters. I had 700, and the most I've ever had in my chat is 762. And I used to look up to Diane and Wendy. I used to think, good, they're doing good things for this community. They have done good things for me. But then I started seeing the hypocrisy in it. When I started talking to Diane behind the scenes in a couple discords, I started to see, okay, all right, this is a show. Because you act one way off the screen and then you act a different way on it. Okay. And I still when they did that live about calling people saying the word retard, they showed how that affects people that you're not even saying that word to. That hit home with me. And that's something I'm gonna take good away from them. I might slip up once in a while, but I'm more aware of it now that that's hurtful. That was an epic live when they brought all the people on, that had challenges in their life and the reasons why you shouldn't say that word. I like that. That was good. And I would donate to their channel based on their content. I never once said, "Here, this is for the kids of St. Jude's." And there has been times that I stuck up for Diane about the St. Jude's thing, and I would say, "Well, look, it's her money; she can do whatever she wants with it." I'm not on no hate train with Diane, but I think that now that some other people have spoke out about it, the whole St. Jude's thing is fishing, and I don't necessarily think she's pocketing a bunch of money. My goal, my consensus of it is she'll be the first one to ask somebody else for a receipt. Receipts or it didn't happen has come out of her mouth. I ain't got nothing against Randy. I ain't got nothing against Wendy. I'm disappointed in the whole calling K Smalls Satan when we know that she loves Jesus. And Satan is the enemy that us Christians battle. And we battle them through people that are coming at us every day. I put up a video about this. The more you come closer to God, the more that people see that you're blessed by God, the more they will come at you. And I've dealt with more people saying, "Oh, he's a fake Christian. It's not Christianity." What's my relationship with God got to do with you? This is what you wanted for Bryan while you were dragging him and blocking him and calling him all kinds of names. This is what you wanted from Bryan. You wanted him to calm down, take a look at his behavior. Well, now I've done it. And look at your behavior. Hypocrites. I'm very disappointed. Matthew 7:5 says, "You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your own brother's eye." That means practice what you preach. Judge not, that you will not be judged. For with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, "Let me take the speck out of your eye," when there is a log in your own eye? You hypocrite. That means if you think that you're perfect and that you're not doing anything wrong, that you can sit and judge someone else. That means clean up your own yard before you go play in someone else's. I'm going to clarify one more time. If I was going to threaten BRYAN, and you all know me, if I was going to threaten BRYAN, I wouldn't beat around the bush about it. I texted my friend because I felt like the video that she put up where she carefully blurred out the tags on her car and carefully blurred out the house next door so you couldn't identify it. I saw the cross street stop sign, and I was just letting her know. And these fools took it and twisted it like you ever see somebody make animals out of balloons where it goes, they twisted it just like that and made a giraffe out of it. And the end result was the last little word that I got from BRYAN at 1:09 a.m. is, "Okay, I edited the video." That was the point. Oh my God, telling her what her house looks like on the inside? That's creepy. Yeah, well, following somebody to a bar where they're having a good time on their vacation and putting that up is creepy. That's really creepy. I was letting her know that I knew exactly what it was and that anybody else could find it. Like I said, I've known her for a couple of years, never knew her address. Never cared. Wasn't worried about her private life. Y'all have a good night. BRYAN, you'll never hear from me again. You can take that to the bank. Maybe sleep good on that. Never again. Done. As far as the east is from the west. Y'all have a good night now.